Hi everyone, Site here. Hopefully everyone's doing well and staying healthy, warm and safe. I don't really have a topic for this week, but let's just ramble, I guess. So first of all, I really hope that the winter is over soon. I know it will not be in weeks, but I'm just so tired of it. I just want spring, I want summer. Like, I know I could be out there enjoying nature and stuff like that, but I just don't want to go out there when there's snow and cold. And so I've been doing this thing where I end up staying late until like 1 or 2 a.m. Then I wake up for work, I do my work, then right after work I have a nap. So I finish work around 4 p.m. and then I sleep until 6 or 8 p.m. And then I'm awake until 1 or 2 a.m. again and rinse and repeat. And it's like, I'm not even trying to not to do this because I just want the winter to be over. I've had rough winters before, like mentally and physically rough winters before, but for some reason this one has felt extremely difficult, and I just don't want to go out. I don't want to just not do a whole lot. Like, I do get some things done, but like writing and playing video games, I just finished the DLC for Final Fantasy 16, The Rising Tide, recently. And while story-wise it was a little it was great to get to play that game again, especially because my cousin finally got to play it and she was so excited about it and just, gushing about it and just, excited. I said that twice probably, but anyway. And so I got this, like, I have to play this game as well, and I just love the battle system of it. And then I finished my second run of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and that's just made me cry. But yeah, it beautiful game, and really looking forward to what they do with part 3 and where it goes and what happens. And then I've been getting back to The Legend of Dragoon and trying to level up certain characters before I move on with the story. Because I'm guessing these 2 characters will be needed in some battle later on, so I think it's important to try and level them up, even though it's slow as hell at this point of the game. But I'll just have a video on YouTube or something playing, and then I'll just, do the routine of bashing the controls, Yeah. Also, I visited the local library, haven't been there in a while, and I got, how many books did I have with me? 1, 2, around 10 books came with me from there. And it's amazing because I discovered that the local, we have a bunch of local libraries, but the municipality library in the city center, I didn't want to go there because I didn't want to pay for parking. So I went to the one closer to where I live. District library, maybe that would be a good name for it. I don't know. But anyway, so I went there and I discovered that they are open, well, even on the weekends. However, you just have to, they don't have staff in there. It's self-service in the weekends, and then after certain hours during the weekdays as well, until 9 p.m. On the weekends, I think it's until 8 p.m. Was it? Or 9? I don't remember. But anyway, so all you have to do is show the barcode of your library card under a reader, and then enter your PIN code, and in you go, and you can get your books. And yeah, that was nice. I haven't been to the library in a while, so I was really happy. I was a little disappointed with their English offerings for books, but I also took some Finnish books with me this time, because I will have to try and translate my own novels to be into Finnish as well, so that I can reach a wider audience, and so that my mom can also have a read. And so I figured that because my Finnish has absolutely deteriorated, I guess it's the right pronunciation for that word. It's not very good, especially like long written, like prosal Finnish is not very good. I can do conversational and colloquial and, professional emails, but fiction, no. So yeah, I figured that reading some novels in Finnish would be good. Also, speaking of books, thanks for everyone who has shown interest in my debut novel, Embracing Our Insanity, and whoever has purchased already a copy. And I also want to say sorry for all the typos that's in there. I'm thinking of getting a monochrome printer so I can print out the pages and, read through what I have written, because when I got my physical copy of Embracing Our Insanity, and I started reading through it, because it was just so incredible to have my first book in my hands. And then I was like, holy shit, the amount of typos that I made in here and other stuff. And one of my professors was like, ex-professors was like, would you like some help with editing, And I was like, for the future ones, maybe. But the thing is, I can't pay anyone for editing and proofreading and stuff like that. So, my stuff is read by other people before I publish them, just to have ideas like what could be improved and stuff like that. But still, these things just fail to be noticed, and I'm so sorry about that, but hopefully that's okay. And I'm going to be reading through it again soon, and have a second edition out there that will have these things fixed that I noticed while reading through the physical copy. And yeah, so thanks for everyone about purchasing, showing interest, and no matter what you think about the book, I really hope that you will leave a review and rate the book, whatever platform you're using for that kind of activity. And honestly, I know that story is not perfect, but it is my first story out there, and I wrote it how many years ago? This is how I do math. 8 years ago? Really? 2018. Was that really 8 years? I guess so. But yeah, I can't really do math in my head, and especially not in English, so I'll use my fingers. But anyway, so yeah, it was written a long time ago. Yeah. And then the reason why there's typos and shit on the English version is because the story was originally in Finnish. And so the way I translated was that I would copy a paragraph of the Finnish version and transfer it to a different draft file, and then, translate paragraph by paragraph. And unfortunately, for example, I noticed there's one Finnish word for no in one bit of a dialogue around halfway the book. So yeah, these things happen, I guess. But in the future, I will be more careful to ensure better quality for my readers. And I do have a printer, but it is multicolored, and it has of course run out or dried from everything else but black ink. And so I would have to buy a cartridge for all of them. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And so I've been looking it up, and there should be black and white only printers out there. So thinking of, depending on paycheck situation, for next month I might get one, so I can, and also this is not just for my own project, but also because my cousin has asked me to go through her draft of a story. I'm not gonna talk more about it because she's super secretive about it at the moment, but anyway, so I would like to print her story out and, make my corrections that way and suggestions that way, because I catch things much better when I'm reading a physical version of a thing versus on the screen. And this is something I said to my ex-professor as well. It's like, it's just so much easier to catch things on print than on the screen. If you can hear music in the background, it's my troubadour of a neighbor. One day, I think it was last week, there was suddenly singing. Somebody was singing Ozzy Osbourne's Dreamer or something, and playing the piano, I guess. And that singing was awful. I'm sorry. I know mine isn't any better, but that sounded like someone was strangling the cat that was yowling at the same time. And then once they were finished, they slammed down the lid of their piano or whatever. But anyways, now they stopped, so maybe they heard me talking about this. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, thanks for everyone. And yeah, speaking of books, so I've been on Blue Sky recently. I've stopped using Twitter. And so I've been using Blue Sky on my author name account, which I recently created. And I've been seeing a lot of people be like, start boycotting Amazon, stop buying books from there, which is, I get it, considering all the things that are happening in, across the pond. And the thing is, a lot of indie authors like myself, who, especially we who are just starting up, Amazon simply is, unfortunately, one of the best services that we can have, So you can have the ebook, you can have the print version, you can have soft cover, hardcover, and they distribute pretty much worldwide. Now, so the English version of my book is available pretty much anywhere, as far as I know. However, Finnish version, for example, for some reason is not available in any European marketplaces. But I was able to order a copy for myself and my mom through Amazon US marketplace. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, that's like, I've looked into other distribution platforms, and they're not easy to use, but by what I've been reading through forums, and they have the problem of not necessarily distributing things outside the US, for example. So that's a no for me. So some of us, unfortunately, at the moment, we do have to rely on Amazon to get our books out there. Like, my dream is to one day have my own author website and a store through which people could order my books, and that store would be a link to a printing service and a delivery service. But that is unfortunately not a viable option for me right now, and I don't have the means, the financial means to order stock from Amazon, for example, for my author books and, you know, distribute them that way to people. So yeah, it's just easier for us to use that. But I will keep an eye on the other options and see how the other options react to the rise of people wanting to be against Amazon. If anyone takes up the ball of doing things better than Amazon and, you know, distributing worldwide and offering okay-ish royalties and easy to use platform for their services to have your book published. So I'll be keeping an eye on that, and if I see that some other platform, distribution platform, is offering what I get from Amazon at the moment, then I'll be, you know, moving my books there. But for now, and that's also what I've been seeing on Blue Sky, is a lot of people are trying to remind people that not everyone is able to publish through other platforms, so they have to rely on Amazon. And also some people can't order things from elsewhere, like they just don't have other services because the service of Amazon became so prevalent in some areas, there's just no other option for them. So yeah, but I guess that's all about book things for now. Also a few words about the situation over at the Baltic Sea. Once again, I think it was yesterday or the day before. No, that was on 26th, so a couple of days ago already, a few days ago. So a cable between Sweden and Latvia this time was disrupted, destroyed, whatever term you want to use. So yeah, the situation there is not exactly great. And let's be honest, the political situation across the pond is not exactly encouraging. So yeah, we'll see where things will be going with that. And now I guess I'll continue working. Yeah. Anyways, that's enough rambling from me. I don't know what was the point of this video, but, you know, just give some updates on how things are going. I just want to talk a bit about the second novel to be. Did I do that in this video? No matter, at least I'll have something to talk. If I didn't, then I'll have something to talk about in the next one. But anyways, see you guys next week. And once again, stay safe, healthy, and warm. And hopefully spring will be here soon. Of course, allergies will be then as well. I will probably be attacked by them again like I did last year. So I'll try and be prepared for that in time. But I don't mind. I just want the winter to be over. Anytime I have to go anywhere, I have to clean my car of snow or ice. And I'm just so tired of that. But anyways, take care everyone, and see you guys next week. Bye.